is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily. I am a second year first grade teacher, and in today's video we are starting to plan for the first few days of school. So come on and plan with me. You guys, I'm whispering because my door's open. My smartboard just arrived. This is my planner this year. I have a rough outline of what I want to do, but we'll have to see. I kind of set back a little bit because I'm missing some workbooks, so I might have to have my aide copy from the one that I have. But yeah, let's sit and plan. So we're gonna start with the first day of school, obviously. So let's see. We start on the 19th, and we'll have arrival, and then we will go straight to our back to school chapel. So I think 8:20 to 8:50 will be chapel, give or take. And I think 9 o'clock we'll read first day jitters. And I want to find a activity for this. And then I want to do jitter juice, which I did not do last year. So let's go ahead and look for an activity to do with first day jitters. So I found the first day jitters activity and printed that. So that's like what we're gonna do normally during our center times. I'll go over center and carpet rules at that time too. So then we have our ELA time, and this is one of the workbooks I don't have, so I can't start our like review unit. So I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do our class as a family, and then go over the big 5 rules, and then they'll do their handprint promise that will stick on our anchor chart to make our class promise, and then they'll decorate the handprint. Honestly, the first day of school in first grade, I feel like there's a lot of like little coloring type activities, but so I'll need to make the anchor chart for that and find a handprint little thing. So after that we have math, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to read the math allergy, talk about what things we might learn in math, and then I'm going to bring out all of the math manipulatives and have the kids play with them and explore with them, and then kind of talk about how this, when we use them, they're going to be a tool, but today we get to just explore with them, and that way when we bring them out for learning time, they're hopefully won't be as much like want to play. So typically after math time, it's like brain break and silent reading, but I think I'm just gonna give them like 20 minutes of time to like just relax and play with either the indoor recess toys or draw, because the first day of school can be super overwhelming. So I think I'm gonna give them that break, and then after that we have lunch and recess, and then it will be phonics time, which for phonics, I don't know what I want to do for phonics yet. Maybe we'll get out like the cookie trays and magnetic letters, but I don't know because then I have to sort the letters. So let me think on phonics. I have no idea what I want to do for phonics yet. I could also just jump in with our yellow book and kind of maybe explain to them how that's gonna go. I think let's just jump into the yellow book and explain to them how that's going. So then after phonics we have read aloud, and I'm going to read a letter from your teacher on the first day of school, and then we're going to go into science because we'll have science on the first day. So I have a video. Well, first we're going to do a KWL chart, or just like a chart about what do we know about science, what is a scientist, and then I have a little draw yourself as a scientist activity to do. So after science, we'll have our religion lesson, which I'm just introducing the school verse, and then 2:30 to 3 o'clock is typically going to be like ketchup, mustard, pickle time, but because we haven't started any units yet, they're not going to have any of that work. So what I do have, and I just got these at Dollar Tree, I think I'm going to have them fill out a little like about me puzzle piece, and I'll give them like a topic. Like this one says, I like to. So I'll give them a topic to write on there, and then they can write the 3 things or like my favorite things, and that'll take up the rest of the day, and then it's cleanup and dismissal time. So that's the first day of school, which is pretty exciting. I already have that planned out. So I'm gonna go grab my copies from the printer and kind of get that all organized and into our first drawer. It's crazy that school's next week. I can't believe it. So I grabbed all the copies and I pulled out all the books, and then I have a copy to go in my master copy file, which I did not have a master copy binder. So I'm like starting fresh because I don't remember what I did for units. So I'm glad I have that. This is actually for a different day. And then these will be for our class promise. So I'm gonna put those with each of the books and then put it in the Monday file. So now for Tuesday, we will actually do centers, and I already have those all prepped in the task card bin. And then they're gonna come meet with me, or I might actually, no, hold on. So centers are from what time? So 8:50 to 9:50. And I'm going to have a task card area. They'll do letter puzzles, rhyming words, and then I'm going to be pulling kids to start their benchmark. And we're going to work on that throughout the week. And then for ELA today, I might just have to copy the first lesson, which will be fine. It's only 4 lessons that I would have to copy. So let's do the first review lesson for Super Kids. And then, yeah, that'll pretty much take up the whole time. So then for math today, on this day, we are going to do Gus Plus. So I'm going to make an anchor chart. We're going to go over like all of those kinds of words that we would find in an addition problem. And then I think we're going to pull out some stuff and practice. So we'll do addition flashcard practice and practice the different methods we can do when adding. So that'll take us to then we'll have a brain break. I might read a book. I think I'll read a book today since we're not picking out books until Thursday. There's a lot of construction happening. So then again, after lunch and recess, I think we're just gonna jump into our yellow book, and I'll show you guys the yellow book. It's the Heggerty Phonics book, but we call it the yellow book. And then since it's Tuesday, we have social studies. So we're gonna read Chrysanthemum, which I love Chrysanthemum. I have a name coloring thing that they're gonna do, but I wanted like something else to go with names. We're already doing an All About Me, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Also, don't know why I downloaded this. I have a name activity somewhere. I did last year. So let's see if I can find that. Yes. So it shows like Chrysanthemum's name, and then they have to write their name and compare the letters, and then I have like a coloring thing that they'll do to put on the door. So I'm gonna make copies of that. And then religion, we have a prayer book to make. And then after that, I think we'll just do some free time because again, we won't have any catch-up work to do because still the first week of school, so we'll just do some free time, maybe go outside, and then it's dismissal again. So that's Tuesday. Okay, this is getting exciting. So pretty much after Wednesday, it's kind of easy to plan because we're just diving into like our actual workbooks and our first units. So I'm gonna continue printing copies I need, and then we're gonna go into all of the cabinets and start getting out the first units. So I made all of the anchor charts for next week, and I'm just gonna fold them up and put them where they go. We have a What is Science anchor chart for Monday, and then Wednesday that week we have a KWL chart for plants, and then we have a Gus the Plus and Linus Minus for math the first week, so I'm gonna put those away. And then the last thing we kind of have to do to get prepped is get out all of the manuals and first units. I just went through and marked all of our starting points in the book, and this is the yellow book I was talking about. It's for integrity, phonemic awareness, and then it just outlines an activity for each day. But right now I was looking at math, and it looks like for chapter 1 we're gonna need linking cubes. So I'm gonna get out the little math manipulative bags and start filling them with linking cubes. I've got about an hour until new family orientation, so I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but I will try. So yeah. So each of them just have this like numbered bag, and I'm only putting like a handful in here because right now we're only doing numbers up to 10 in the first unit, so I shouldn't need too many. So it's a few days later. I am so tired. Monday we had new family orientation, and that was a long day, like plus meetings. Then yesterday we had meetings plus curriculum night, so I'm exhausted, but I wanted to sit down with you guys and kind of show you a little bit more in depth of everything we are doing next week. And I did also prep our first week homework. So all of my homework packets, and I know homework's a controversial thing, my homework is not like anything crazy. It's mainly just reading. They have to read 15-20 minutes a night. But I do like to give some practice worksheets at home, and I know parents like that. So I give instructions, and then at the bottom, I put the memory words for each Super Kids unit. So for the first week, they're just doing this letter review. So they have to do the uppercase, lowercase letters. This is also for me to see their handwriting and like letter formation. And then they're gonna practice with just beginning sounds, ending sounds, and then we're doing a little living and non-living thing since we're gonna start talking about plants and animals in the first couple units. So their homework, like I said, super easy, but that's week 1. And then let me go and show you what we're doing each day. So like I said, Monday, we're gonna read first day jitters, and then we are going to do a little first day kind of feelings worksheet. And then we will read our class as a family, and then I wrote out our class promise, and then each kid will decorate a little handprint to go with that, and we'll tape it all on there. And I made one for myself and my aide. For math, we're gonna read the math allergy, and then I'm pulling out all the math manipulatives. For read aloud, I'm just gonna read a letter from your teacher. And then science, we are doing our anchor chart on like what we think science is all about. What's a scientist? We'll watch a video to kind of help answer our questions, and then they were gonna draw themselves as little scientists. And then at the end of the day, we're each gonna do a puzzle piece, just a little about me puzzle piece, talking about the different things that they like or fun facts about them. And then I think I'm gonna put them on our back door since the front door is gonna have all their names on it. Tuesday, we are starting the first part of our review unit. So since we don't have workbooks yet, my lovely aide made packets for the first couple of lessons. So we're gonna start that. We're gonna talk about Gus the Plus here and all of the different ways we can add and what words we need to look for to know if we're adding. And then I have a fun little interactive game that we're gonna play. For social studies on this day, we're gonna read Chrysanthemum and do our name activity. And then I have a little nameplate for them to color, which will go on our front door. And then that's for social studies that day. And then we will do phonics like regular. And then this is what they're doing for religion on that day. Wednesday, we're gonna continue with our Super Kids review. And then we're gonna talk about Linus the Minus. So it's the same kind of thing, what we need to look for when we're subtracting, and then another little interactive game and maybe some math stations. We're gonna start talking about plants. So we have a KWL chart for plants, and then we will read from seed to plant. One of the things I did last year that the kids really enjoyed is I put up a bunch of time lapses of plants growing over time. So maybe we'll do that. And they just have a little cut and paste of the plant life cycle. So that is Wednesday. So that's exciting. We will also talk about the Calm Down Corner on Wednesday. I've kind of sprinkled all of our procedures throughout the week. So first day of school, we're going to talk about the big ones like recess, lunch, playground, lining up all that. And then the other ones are kind of sprinkled throughout the week. So we'll talk about centers. On the first day we do centers. We'll talk about a ton of stuff, but we will talk about the Calm Down Corner. And then I printed these little coloring sheets for them after we go over all that. Thursday, we are actually starting curriculum and using our workbooks. So I don't really have anything for that since we're going to be in the workbooks. But one of the things we're going to do is we're going to read The Magical Yet and talk about growth mindset and everything like that. And then they have this to create their magical yet. So they'll say, Jane's magical yet, I can't ride a bike yet, or something like that. Then if they finish decorating that early, I just have another little coloring sheet for them to do. And like I said, everything else is in their workbooks. So that's a little bit more in depth on everything we are doing in the first week. I will be vlogging the first day of school. And then, yeah, I'll kind of show you guys all of that then. But for now, I just have a few more things to do for next week, like make emergency procedure slides, chapel expectations, just those little things. But I'm really excited to be like all prepped and ready to go. I met all of my parents last night. They were also super sweet. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, definitely let me know down below and I will try my best to answer them. I will see you guys in my next video.